So it would appear that Wonder Woman is, in fact, a squirter. Ah yes, the Dollarama. A Canadian favorite. A place to go shopping when you don't have that much money in your pocket and you're looking to come home with a whole bag of goodies. Because everything in this store is $5 or under. It seems that they usually have DC stuff there of some kind, and I picked up some, and I thought it would be kind of fun to just show you guys on the channel exactly what kind of things we find there. Now in the past, I've made plenty of videos showcasing the fact that they get DC Comics graphic novels there, so if you want to see those, you can go back and watch the previous videos, but they do get other DC items, of which we are going to look at here today. The first of which is this little Nano Figs Superman. Now these little guys here, I mean, they're really nothing special. They're just little die-cast metal characters. You know, the paint jobs on these tend to be pretty simple, very basic, but they are kind of neat, and they do remind me of the kind of thing that you would have found in the stores when I was a little kid. They had little die-cast metal figures, and they even kind of hail back to when you had those little tin soldiers and little metal figures from way back in the day, like tin toys. Next we have these, like, little tiny cute DC characters. Little cuddly looking things. You can really tell that DC is trying to get in good with the little kids with the stuff I'm going to show you today, because I mean, everything that I'm going to show you is really for little kids. It's not really for adult collectors. I mean, there's crazy people like me that will collect anything DC, but you know, these are really marketed towards small children. These are blind bags, and inside of the blind bags you can get Green Lantern, Batman, Flash, Superman, the Penguin, Harley Quinn, Joker, and Wonder Woman. That is quite the selection there. Before we open the new ones, I want to show you the old ones that I've gotten. So if you're thinking on buying these, by far, the character that I have gotten the most is the Joker. Literally, I would say like 6 or 7 of my blind bags have had the Joker in it. And I'm like, really, why did I have to get so many Jokers? 1 Joker would have been good, 2 would have been excessive, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, well, I'm just stupid. I'm a sucker for punishment for buying so many, hoping to get a different character. I don't know what was wrong with the shipping or why there were so many in the box, but yeah, I got an assload of Joker. The Flash is a character that I got a metric butt ton of, probably about 4 of the Flash, maybe 5. That was the other character that I kept opening it up and being like, wow, I got another Flash. Like one day I went there, I bought like 5 packages. I got a bunch of Jokers and Flashes and 1 Harley Quinn. And I was like, well, I'll go back the next day. Why shouldn't I buy some more? I mean, I can't possibly just get more Jokers and Flashes. And that's literally all I got the next time was a bunch of Jokers and Flashes. I was so ticked off. Next, we have Harley Quinn. What a cool looking little one. This is probably my favorite out of all of them. She looks like Harley Quinn. She's adorable. She's black and red. She says cool things on her head and made in China, just like the rest of them. And I probably got about 2 or 3 Harley Quinns in total. The fact that I got extra ones wasn't so bad because I was able to give them to my wife and she gave them out as prizes at school. So not really a huge problem. Next we have Penguin, one of the ones that I think looks the coolest. He's certainly one that I wasn't expecting to get. I wasn't even trying to get him at first. I mean, you know me, I'm going to be trying to get, you know, Superman or Batman first. But Penguin popped out of the package. He was one of the first ones that wasn't Harley Quinn, Flash, or Joker that I got. And I was like, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. The Penguin doesn't look bad at all. You got the purple vest, you got his jacket, you got his monocle. Not bad. We have Wonder Woman, and I only got 2 of Wonder Woman. She was definitely short packed, and I kept the one that I thought looked the best and handed the other one out to Margaret so that she could give it away as a prize. I think she looks all right. There's the back of her head. The back of their heads is not as interesting to look at as the front, is it? No, it's not. But that's the way of looking at a thing that turns. You kind of have to wait until it comes back around to the front. So you can see, there it is again. See, there's the front. So you want to see the front of the character, then here it is. It's back, but it's moving. It's going. And now we're going to be stuck. Look there. She got sideburns. It's there. It's the back. Okay, next we have the Batman. And this is the one that I only got 1 of. I never got more than one Batman. He was absolutely short-packed, and he's adorable looking, and I wish I had him as a stuffy. Actually, I kind of do have him as a stuffy. I'll show the little stuffies that I got from Dollarama later, and you'll get to see them. But yeah, that's the Batman that I managed to snag one of out of all of the bajillions of packages that I opened. I got one Batman, and finally we have Superman, of which I only got two of. I got two Supermans in total, and I really like him. I think he's adorable and cute. The inside of his S is not yellow when you look at the front, which you're not looking at now. That's the cape. They did a good job. The S on the back of the cape looks nice and tight. When it comes back around, I'll actually pick it up and I'll let you have a nice close-up look at how well done they did the S on this guy. So this is the blurry front. Are you gonna focus? You gonna? Okay, so that one maybe not as good. The other one had a better S on the front. Why did I give her the one that was better? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. And then we have the back. Look at that. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's actually really adorable. That's really cute. They did a great job on that. And I truly am a sucker for punishment, because I have two more to open, of which I'm going to open them right here with you. The only one that I need, the only one, is the Green Lantern. And will I get Green Lantern in one of these two? Let's find out. Okay, so the first one it's Batman. I got another Batman. Well, that's what it is. But the second one, good luck will abound, and I will absolutely be getting myself a Hal Jordan. Because that's the one I got a Wonder Woman. I got a Wonder Woman, and she's got a mole next to her eye. She's got a hairy mole next to her eye. For those of you who have kids, or perhaps you collect these yourself, they've gotten in some DC Imaginext. I'm going to open up the Batman and Riddler first. I know that these aren't new. Like, you can look at the back of the packaging and you can say, okay, this is definitely, older style packaging, and you can, that wasn't me, that was the chair. No, for real, just listen. See, I didn't fart. If I did, I'd just tell you. But see, as you can tell here, these came out in 2020, so they are 5 years old. They finally made their way to Dollarama after not selling in a regular store for 5 years. I think Robert's actually got most of the figures that you can see here in this little panel. Guess who's wreaking havoc in Gotham City these days? We have the Batman, and we have the Riddler. And the Riddler comes with a gigantically oversized cane. So we're gonna give him his Riddler cane. That thing is massive. Dude, he could go into battle with that thing. He could fight a war with that. And then Batman has this ridiculously gigantic bat grapple. So let's give him his bat grapple. Wow, I don't know how he possibly runs around Gotham with that thing in his hand. Where does he hide it? Where does he put it when he's not using it? Does he have an Acme hole in his pocket? The fun part is, even though my son has a Riddler and he has plenty of Batmans, he doesn't have this Riddler and he doesn't have this Batman. And even though he doesn't play with these anymore, it is kind of neat that I found them and I can add them to his legacy collection. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Let's turn him a little bit and let's do the spinny spinimatronic and give a nice 360 for this thing that probably a lot of people at home aren't that interested about, but I know there's parents out there who live in Canada who will well, hold on a second. Hubby. Why does he have a Green Lantern ring hand? He shouldn't have a Green Lantern ring hand. That's a poor reuse of parts. Anyway, so there we go. We got the Riddler with his cane. I wonder how much that thing weighs in comparison to his body. Like, is it 100% gold? Because if that's pure gold, which, I mean, I guess it probably isn't, that would weigh a lot. Like, he would need to brace himself on something to be able to stand up and hold that thing. I'm guessing it's probably like cheap aluminum or something like that. Although his cane, little known fact, is filled with all kinds of different tech. It's not just a walking cane. And if he tried to use it as a walking cane, he'd be just up the creek without a paddle. This is definitely a Green Lantern. I just saw the light just caught it. Hold on, let's just see. Can you see? Look at that. See that circle? See that there? This was a Sinestro or a Green Lantern. I'm going to guess it was a Sinestro. This was a Sinestro, probably. And then we have the Batman standing there with his gigantic... I'm going to take that out of his hand. It's just ridiculous. I feel bad for him, and he's a toy. But I wouldn't want to hold that, even if I was a toy. It's just huge. So there he is. He's going around in a circle. Dark gray, light blue. Kind of looks like he's Batman out of the 70s. Maybe like a Neil Adams Batman or something like that. This is clearly a reuse of parts, as a lot of Imaginext figures are, as you can expect, because these are just made for little kids to bash around and bang around and play with, and, you know, to enrich their imagination in the ways of the DC universe. Next, we have one that I wasn't expecting to find. We have Commissioner Gordon Batman, along with his Robo Batsuit. I always thought that it looked like a bunny rabbit. Where are you going, man? Why are you turning? Oh, the back is different anyway, so it doesn't even really matter. We can see Batman and the rookie Batsuit with, oh, light up action. It's got light up action. Really? Oh. Okay, first let's stick Commissioner Gordon on there so you can get a little peek at him. And I don't really see how is a light up feature. I'm just going to look here. I'm going to read this while you look at him spinning a circle. Light up action with BatTech multi-pack. That's all it said. I take it this thing doesn't take batteries. So, oh, I need to use something else that doesn't come with this. Hold on a second. Look at this. You can see here that is a backpack that I don't have. Completely different. Well, drat. Okay, and next we have the rookie. I think that he looks pretty good. I mean, when I take into account the fact that these are little figures that have been made for little kids who I would think generally don't care that much how accurate their characters are, sometimes I am blown away by the quality of these Imaginext characters. Like, sometimes I am legit surprised and impressed with how accurate some of their characters can be. And next we have a Mr. Freeze that actually looks better than the previous Mr. Freeze that I bought for Robert. This is a really cool looking Mr. Freeze figure. He looks angry, he looks upset, he's in his great big containment suit, he's got the bubble helmet. I really like this Mr. Freeze. I think that can replace the previous one. When he comes back around, we're going to have a closer look at the figure, and I'm also going to show you his gigantic accessory. And he comes with this gigantic hammer. What is he? John Henry Irons? This thing is massive. What's he supposed to do with the hammer? I've never seen him use a hammer ever in my life. And we have snowy Snowsuit Batman. Because of course Batman has to wear something different when he's out in the snow. Snowboarding Batman, Snowball Fight Batman, Snow Fort Batman, playing in the snow with Robin Batman. There's the back of Batman with his little cape. You gotta hurry up, you gotta turn around. I don't have anything to say about the back of you. But look at the front. I like the front of this figure because it's like that clear plastic that you can see, you know, light through. And it reminds me of my old Bionic 6 action figures that I had when I was a little kid. And he comes with literally the biggest Batarang I've ever seen a Batman figure come with at any time, any place, ever, anywhere. Look at this thing. That's huge. I got all 3 of these sets of Imaginext figures. Each one was, I believe, $4.50 or $5. I should have kept the receipt. Wait a minute. I think I kept the receipt. Hold on. I did keep the receipt. They're $5 a pop for 2 little Imaginext superheroes. And the little metal figure there, the little Nano fig, was $2.50. And the bath squirter was $5. What were the bath squirters, you say? Well, remember when I told you that Wonder Woman indeed is a squirter? Well, that is what I meant. Wonder Woman is a squirter. And so is Batman, and so is Jon Stewart, and so is Aquaman, and so is Victor Stone, the cyborg. They're all bath squirters. And because I won't be needing my circle to spin these on account of the fact that these guys can't stand up on their own, I'm just going to look at these guys without the spinny spin. We've got all these characters that are really cute looking, and the back shows us exactly how they work. I mean, not that I couldn't figure it out, guys. I mean, I'm not I'm not that dumb. I mean, I'm pretty dumb, but I'm not that dumb. You take the little squirty guy, right, and you put him in the water, and then you squeeze him, and then they suck the water in, and then they squirt the water out. That's it. I don't know, I love the fact that these things exist, because when I was a kid, I took my Superpowers collection figures in the bath with me. They always went in the bath with me. So to have these little superheroes that can go in the bath, that's fantastic. Batman's brown. He's not black. This is definitely, this is brown and gray, not black and gray. I didn't even notice that in the package. That's absolutely not black and gray, but yeah. Oh, and there's a big circle on the back of his head and a hole in his cape. But yeah, so where's he squirt from? So Batman squirts from his tummy. So he just, right, just stick it in the water and he squirts out. And then we got John Stewart. This one's actually kind of cool. And yes, I'm going to put these in the bathtub with me when I take a bath on account of the fact that I never did quite grow up. And, you know, even though I did grow up, I'm still very childlike on account of the fact that I choose to be and you can't make me grow up. So there. Aquaman, perhaps the one that makes the most sense to be a bathtub toy on a fact that, well, the bathtub is filled with water and wow, he fell on the floor. He's dead. Never mind. He survived. He's okay. On account of the fact that, whoops, yeah, it makes more sense that Aquaman would be one of these bath toys on account of the fact that he is the undersea king and his whole thing is being an underwater character. I bet you he smells like fish. He squirts out of his chest, too. And then we have Cyborg, and Victor Stone actually kind of looks like he's either flying or swimming. More like he's flying. Whoosh. He's got a big fat Stewie head like the rest of them, and that is where he squirts from. Cyborg squirts out of his forehead. And then we have Wonder Woman, who squirts out of her forehead as well. Yep, that's where she squirts from, out of her forehead. Next, moving out of the world of bathtub toys and back onto dry land, we have some stuffies to look at. We have Wonder Woman. Believe it or not, I really did get this at the Dollarama. This cute Funko-style Wonder Woman stuffed plushie here. She's got the bug eyes. Looks like she's looking right into your soul, while she herself doesn't have one. And yeah, you can see that these are indeed made by Funko. I like her hair. Okay, next we have a super dog. Let's pull the tag off. There. That makes it actually a little bit easier to see what we're looking at here. Now, this is not crypto. I don't know why they made this dog, you know, and it's not crypto. I mean, it's cool and all. I mean, look, he comes with a really cool cape for this dog, and it's all tucked in properly, and the S is like, you know, 90% proper on the back of his cape. He's got adorable embroidered eyes. He's got a little doggy spit curl they've sewed in there. You know, it's not bad. I mean, again, for something that I would have paid nothing more than $4 for, this is a pretty neat little adorable super dog plushie. What I'm going to do with it, I'm not entirely sure, but I definitely couldn't just let it sit there. Yoink. I also found this Harley Quinn plushie there. I've already cut the tag out of her butt. Now it just looks like she's got a rip in the back of her pants, and you can see her underpants. But yeah, I found this there too. We have this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, I found these little tiny circular DC plushies. We have the Joker. That's cute. I don't care what anyone says. That is adorable. That is cute. And I think these are made out of like a memory foam or something like that. Like the space foam that mattresses are made out of, because they kind of hold their shape for a second before they squish back. We have the ever-present Harley Quinn, who has more merchandise than one can shake a stick at, which is fine by me, because I will keep buying the Harley Quinn stuff on account of the fact that I like Harley Quinn, as I've previously mentioned. And you can squish these right up, and they just slowly open back out again. And then we have Superman here. How can you pass up Soups? It looks like the rest of his face is tucked inside of his shirt, which is strange. Like he's cold and he's trying to hide his nose from the, you know, the frigid upper atmosphere air, which doesn't make any sense because he doesn't get cold like that. He's warm. He maintains a very moderate body temperature no matter where the heck he is. Anyway, there's Soups. And then we're going to move on to one, final topic. And by one final, I meant the second last topic. We have these Ooshies. These are actually quite big too. They're not Ooshy, as in they're not squooshy, but they are neat, and they had a whole bunch. They had the entirety of wave 1 and maybe wave 2 there. I'm not sure if it was 4 figures per wave or what it was, but so here are the first ones. Let's put Wonder Woman in there because we can actually fit 5 in frame. We got 5 Ooshies. They're actually pretty cool. I actually display these on account of the fact that they are just so stinking stupidly adorable. Wow, Wonder Woman's packing. Boom! My goodness. They really did not hold back with this one. We have a close-up here with Miss Quinn here, looking fantastic, like a court jester. We have the Joker. This is actually one of my, they're all one of my favorite ones. I can say this one's one of my favorites, but they're actually both. They're all one of my favorites. Pretty cool. And then we have the Flash. This is one that they had a bunch of, probably because they assumed it would sell really well. And to be honest, I mean, they all sold really well. Out of all the Dollaramas in my town, the only one that I see on the shelf still occasionally is I see Cyborg. It's like, well, I've already got Cyborg, so I don't need to buy another one because I've got this one. So it just is what it is. The Superman looks pretty good. They gave him his New 52 Superman emblem on a suit that is essentially supposed to be like his classic / modern suit. No belt loops. They can be easily painted on. Pretty cool though. The Superman one looks really good, and there weren't a lot of Superman ones that were packed in, so I felt lucky to be able to get my hands on this one. And then there's Batman, who actually, if I'm being honest, this one is my favorite. I really do like this Batman. I love the bright Batman colors, the oval bat on the chest there. You know, the blue and the gray really pop and make this stand out and look really nice. So these are actually quite nice as something that I found in Dollarama. These were probably one of my favorite finds. Okay, let's move these out of the way for a second, and let's bring in these little guys right here. What are they? I'm not entirely sure what they are, if I'm being honest. I don't really know exactly what you would call these. I bought these quite a while ago, but they're Dollarama buys, and I wanted to share them with you, but I don't remember what they're called. The neat thing about these things, so we have Adam West Batman here first, for starters. And they're made by Funko. You can tell just by the looks of them. I wish that his eyes were white and not black, though. And they look like they're popping out of a box, like a present. But if you press a button, they say something. So this one says, "Shine like the bat signal." They're supposed to be like words of encouragement. And then, see, Harley Quinn has one as well. So first here she is, looking Quinny, looking Harley Quinny, the quintessential Quinn, dare I say. And you press her little button. Let's get this party started. Okay, well, that's not really something that you would find inspirational, but it is. I mean, it can be taken quite positively. I mean, she looks really happy. She looks happy to be starting the party. And I gotta tell you, seeing this much DC stuff in a store that is designed for people who would be shopping on a budget really gives me hope, because for one, it makes it easy for a parent to grab this stuff for their kid, something that is DC Comics related, but also tactile, something three-dimensional, something they can hold and touch that will help to imprint these fantastic, wonderful, awesome characters that have positively affected my life onto their lives as well. And also, you just have some people who are DC fans who are shopping on a budget and can't always manage to get their hands on anything that is a higher-end collectible, or even sometimes the McFarlane figures are too much money for some people to purchase more than 1 or 2 a month. So this is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. I'm really loving this. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully you found this video to be an interesting, insightful, useful waste of time, and I will see you all with the next one. Have a very DC day, everybody, and take care. Bye-bye.